Hey folks, this is my return to old school. I had my fun with necromancy, but RS3 just isn't the game for me right now. I'm jumping right back into my old school Ironman, and last video I got myself a Blood Fury, pushed my invocation even higher at Tombs of Damascus, and got myself a shiny new Missouri Mass. This time we're continuing off where I left off, working on some combat tasks. Well, today is a big day because the group point-based system combat achievements thingy was released. Okay, so the icons look different. Very weird. Well, I guess I should go collect the rewards from Gommel to see how close I am to the Elite Diary, but it's looking like I already have the easy, medium, and hard. And the Elite tier is locked at 820 points. Talk to Gummel here. He's going to give us all our rewards. I'm going to get lamps for both the medium, 10,000. That's not half bad. And hard, 15,000. Okay. I'll take that. Plus, I now have the Gommel Hilt 3, which is unlimited God Wars Dungeon teleports. But let's go over all the rewards here. So I already had the easy and I went over them before. But for the mediums, the ones I care about is that the Barrow's Prayer Drain effect doesn't work when the hilt is equipped. It's an offhand item, so you lose the board, but then you don't have to deal with Prayer Drain, so that's going to be nice if I ever either go for Green Log or like I get tired of wearing Mystics and want to go get some Arams. Definitely going to be nice for that. And then the one I care about on the hard clue, or the hard, is the unlimited teleport to God Wars Dungeon, so no longer am I locked to 3 or 5 per day. Plus, the other nice thing is that the kill count for God Wars is reduced to 35, which would be really good for next. And then the last thing is the private rented God Wars Dungeon instance can be used for a fee of 150k coins, and that's needed to do some certain tasks. Like if I go to General Grador here, and look at the tasks. Org Killer is doing a 15 kill trip, and I definitely did a 15 kill trip when I was going for full Bandos in the Hilt, but it didn't count because I was in an Ironman instance and not a private instance. And as you might have guessed, my goal for this episode is going to be getting myself up to 173 bar points and unlocking the Gommel's Hilt. And now, the best way to get this, I think, is going to be Slayer boss tasks. They are heavy on points. None of them are overly difficult. A lot of hards, a lot of elites. I think the only ones I probably won't be able to do are the 20 kill trip and the sub 120 speed kill. But apart from that, I will be able to get a lot of points here. Same with Abyssal Sire. Abyssal Sire is 8 tasks. I can definitely get them all done within a single task. So that's another 28 points right there. So I just kind of need to go through the list, go one by one, and knock out the tasks that I can. Now, Lizardmen is definitely a Slayer task that I can't do during the workday. I was kind of looking for some AFK melee tasks, but I'm not going to dump a Lizardman task, so I'm going to find some quick combat tasks here that I can do. Quickly knock them out without a lot of fanfare. So a couple of the really easy tasks to knock out, and because I don't really solo chambers, I haven't gotten these. Otherwise, I would have easily gotten these, but I need to get kill credit for a Stone Guardian without taking damage. Need to get kill credit from a Lizardman Shaman without taking damage. Same with the Ice Demon. And then Ice Demon without using Protect from range. I think I can do all 4 of those pretty quickly. That was quick. Dancing with Statues for 4 points. I think I just giga-brained it by having the one I dropped died. And we crossed over. Yeah, I had the depth one there so I could just pick it up. So if you're struggling with this task, easy way to do the rope skip is just die right in front of the rope. Guess you can die multiple times, so there is time for death. Well, I got the crowd no more, but I accidentally instinctively turned on range protect again. So I'm gonna try to get another raid to get the other Ice Demon task. And then Blizzard Dodger was obtained on the very next Ice Demon. I thought I couldn't take damage, so I was being super careful about it, but turns out you can, so I took 2 hits. Could have just brought a ton of food. Anyway, I think that's done for the Chambers combat tasks. I've kind of exhausted what I can do here, and in the list, the next one that I want to do right now, the Crystalline Hunliff. They started out with some corrupted gauntlet. Well, not corrupted gauntlet, a regular gauntlet. Got the 3-2-1 range task, the perfect crystalline Hunliff, and then the crystalline warrior there. So that's 3 tasks done in 1 kill. Wolf Puncher, I just need to make more than 1 attuned weapon, and then defense doesn't matter. I'm probably not going to go for the speed times just because it requires like really quick prep. But these next 2 tasks shouldn't be too difficult. Hardest part about this challenge was remembering to not make the potion. I had to remind myself in chat, but Igneel diet is done, and I think that's all the kill tasks I'm going to be going for at the base gauntlet. There are 2 pretty easy Skatiza tasks to get. First off is Demon Evasion, skipping past Skatiza without taking any damage from anything in the fight. And the second one is kill Skatiza without equipping a Demon Bane weapon, basically without using the Arclight. I'm going to do the Arclight one first. I have the T-Bow for damaging the boss, and then I have the Mage Switch to use Dark Demon Bane on the Crystal. So hopefully that works out well. Not having the Book of the Dead really sucked there. But we got through the kill. I'm going to swap over to Ancients now to make the next part of it easier and also grab up a stamina. Okay, it turns out if you just hit well, you don't even need to worry about it. Literally just stood there and killed Skatiza. Thank you, T-Bow. Went ahead and even though they're medium tasks, I felt it's still prudent to complete the Obor and Brow 5-5 kill count. I needed 3 Mossy Keys and 2 Giant Keys. I got really unlucky the first time I went for all these, taking like 600 kills of each, but I got the 3 Mossy kills in 80 kills, and the 2 Giant Keys in 160. I am doing the Corp kill. And I don't have access to a hammer, and normally you do 3 hammer specs into 7 Arclight specs into 400 BGS. But 200 BGS damage is essentially equal to the 3 hammers. So I'm pretty much there. I'm just going to do this one more inventory, and then I'll swap over to the Arclight specs. I'm at 235. I will take note of that. That's a funny first kill drop. I got a holy elixir. That's pretty crazy. I did the Chally task and the 1 KC task, and I want to get hot on your feet. I think it's very doable. I just didn't bring myself a stamina potion, but that is kind of funny. What? I did not get hit by the Dark Core. Must have got hit really early on when I was speccing. Maybe I'll come back to it if I need the 4 points, but with the fact that like it takes 20 minutes without the hammer and it's very failable from 1 misclick, I think there are better options ahead of me, and that might be something I do when I go to actually camp Corp with a full hammer and everything, and a Zami spear and all that good shit. Down to 104 points to go, getting closer and closer to those elites. But the next group of bosses I'm going to be tackling is the Tombs of Damascus. I got a lot of these done, 5 out of 5 entry, 12 out of 23 in regular, and 5 out of 23 in expert mode. Just from doing the content, didn't really have to put any side effort into it. But there are 5 tasks that I think I can do that don't really take a lot of effort. The first one is this Helpful Spirit 2. Basically, you just do a raid without talking to the spirit at all, so you don't get salts. You don't get ambrosia, but at a 150, I don't think that'll be too difficult. No skipping allowed. You just tank boulders from Bob, but that one's very simple. Show it off. You are not prepared is basically the opposite of the other helpful spirit who, where you need to complete a full raid with only using the supplies given to the helpful spirit. So the difficulty in that one is getting through the first two bosses without any supplies used. And then the last one that I think I can do right now solo is Chompington. Defeat Zabak using only melee attacks and without dying yourself. So essentially, it just needs to be a 150 raid, and I don't think I have to have any of the Zabak invocations on. Or yeah, I'm up to 150. It's the jankiest invocations you'll ever see, but I should be able to go in and just clear out Zabak. Don't even need any switches. Chompington done. That was a very easy task. Now let's do the Baba one. Yeah, so this one, very simple. Just bring a fuck ton of food in, tank all those rocks. And boom, no skipping allowed. I like these 10-minute elite tasks first try. They're great. Okay, that took way too long. 7 deaths, but I got perfect Zabak. I just kept getting really bad RNG on the jug spawning. One would pop under me. I'd get hit at 2 and lose perfect Zabak, but it's over. All that's left now are the 2 full raid runs. So I need to do one with using no outside supplies, and one with only using the supplies inside. I'm gonna cock up some invocations that I think are gonna make this as easy as possible. All right, this is my invocation setup for the bringing no supplies in and only using what is given to us from the raid. I think this is probably the best. If I die, I'll get back Honey Locust, which I can use. And then I have on Insanity just because I'm so used to it. I feel like I would do worse without Insanity at this point. And then I have all the, like, really easy invocations on. Like, Blowing Mud does nothing in a solo. It's just 10 points. The one thing I can do with this combat task is I can do all the pre-pots that I want. And I can bring in a lot of extra switches. Like, I have basically an 8-way switch there. And I can also bring in a Eladinus Ward and just keep the Book of the Dead in the corner of the inventory. And I'm going to start with Zabak because I think losing range levels is more impactful than losing melee levels. Yeah, basically was able to use Piety the whole time and just ran out of prayer as the kill ended. And now we get access to stuff from the Helpful Spirit. Didn't get a double salt, which is frustrating, but hey, we'll take chaos. For just doing a raid for a combat task is actually surprisingly good unique chance. Like it'll be like 2.10%, 2.1% once I come down here. Yeah. So maybe I get a purple. No. But it's still the same rate on the gem, so probably a broken record by now about these gems, but for a 150, that's not half bad at all. Now, let's do the opposite, where I only bring in my own supplies. So I'm going to have to bank a lot of these switches. Okay, that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. With no Karis, like, being unsalted at the end there left a lot to the willing, but another raid done on another 2.1% chance. So I figured out my strategy. I have 81 points to go, and there are 2 Slayer bosses that I haven't touched, Abyssal Sire and Grotesque Guardians. And if I do all the like really easy tasks in both of them, like things that I think I'm capable of, I'll get 68 points, which leaves me with 15 points to go. So I need to go ahead and clear out like 4 more elite tasks. And the ones that I found that I think are good are the 3 Vorkath elite tasks. I'm at 46 kills, so getting up to 50 would be pretty easy. Melee only kill, I can just use a Fang, and then the Zombie Destroyer. I think that's doable. I just need to get a little bit lucky on that one. And then for the last task, I'm going to do something fun and do the Tazar Ket Wreck challenge where I do a double jab challenge, and that'll get me 4 points. For killing the zombified spawn, you have to basically one-shot it. And the dark bow with the dragon arrows, I think, is my best bet to do this consistently. Oh, that was easy. First try. I didn't even put on rigor. I don't know why I made that out to be more difficult than it was. And there is the guaranteed drop at 50 kills. Also picked up some dragon dart dips and some wrath runes. Like, honestly, like, the drops I got here and, like, the 4 kills I did were so nice. But it's going to sit in the bank. I guess it's useful in the event that I lose my assembler. Well, that took more attempts than I'm willing to admit. I think it was like 5 or 6, but I got the second challenge done, picked up the elite task, and now I should be at 65. Yeah, I'm 65 points away, which means I am in range of the Slayer task. Oh, no fucking way. I got another one? Bruh, that's my second curved bone from Shamans. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I will say I'm incredibly thankful that I get to do these tasks with Blowpipe now. It's it's like double the kills per hour that I was getting with the rune crossbow. With the gargoyle task in hand, it's time to complete some combat achievements. There are a total of 15 tasks from Grotesque Guardians, which is probably one of the most for like a non raid level boss. And I think I can do all of them, but probably the 20 kill trip and the 120 speed kill. I think the 140 kill and the 10 kill trip are going to be the 2 next hardest ones. But everything else should be really simple. And if I get everything but those 2 tasks, we'll end up with about 40 points from this. So not too shabby. Most of the tasks are hard, so not as many points as you'd expect out of 15 tasks. But for my gear setup, I have on my best in slot melee gear, but I forgot a ring, so I'm going to go get a Berserker's Wing before we start killing here. But essentially, I have my best in slot melee gear, and then for the range phase, I have this as my range swap. That gets pretty much everything of it importance, and I think with my max staff, this shouldn't be too bad. I have a lot of experience from leagues, as per most things, but I haven't killed it on the main game, so it might be a bit of a learning curve. And the last time I killed these was over a year ago. In terms of the drops, they've been incredibly power crept. They all kind of suck. The only really good one is the Black Tourmaline Core, which turns Bandos boots into Guardian boots. But A, I don't have Bandos boots, and B, they're tank boots, so they're always kind of going to be worse than Prims and Pegasians and Internals. But the prayer bonus is nice, and I can see some use for some AFK stuff with that. Because I don't have Devout boots. So if I get the core, that's great, but it's not worth grinding out. No shot. I got a 1 kill count Granite Hammer. I think that's like a 1 in 200 drop. But I also completed 4, 5, 6 combat tasks, all in the first kill, so that's super nice. What is with my like 1 kill count luck of late? No shot! No fucking shot! No shot! Holy crap, I think that might be the best pet in the game. No shot! I'm just repeating myself, but holy crap. And you can make him into Midnight as well. But that is so crazy. Holy crap. I got 1 more kill to go on this this 10 kill trip, and I don't want to mess it up, but like, hot damn. That's insane. There is the 10 kill trip. I didn't anticipate actually getting that. Like, that was not one that I had earmarked off to completing, so that's an extra elite task that I wasn't thinking of getting. And I'm now 34 points away from elite. This should be 5 perfect kills in a row. Yeah, perfect Grotesque Guardians 2. The master task is done. Got a little stressed out on that last one, but now there's only like 3 combat tasks left that I care about. Already done 10 of them. But the 25 KC, the sub 140, and then the 50 KC. So I'm going to change up my setup and see if I can get myself set up for a speed kill now. There we go. We got the 134 time. Finally lined up some good hits, and I got the Grotesque Guardian's Speed Chaser. Yeah, I'm all done combat tasks here. I just need to get the 50 kill count, and I'm out of here. I even got the pet, so I'll probably never come back here, to be honest. It was really funny, like, all that time, and then I'd match it back to back one thing. Okay, that's another collection log item. Another item that is, like, pretty useless. It's just like a worst Addy gloves, but that is another collection log slot. I even matched the 135 time. Took me 32 kills to get a sub 140, and then I get it in back-to-back kills. This boss is crazy, man. 4 out of 7 after 33 kills. 50 kills have been completed. I am now a Grotesque Guardian veteran, and I'm happy to get out of here. 13 out of 15 is good enough, and that puts me 13 points away from unlocking the elite tier. And I'm gonna kind of ruminate, and I'm gonna look at some tasks I can get done to avoid going to get a Sire task. Not that I don't want to do Sire, it'll be easier to not try to force a task. So I figured out what I'm going to do, and I'm gonna do the Phantom Muspa. Realistically, I only need 11 points from here because I can always just go do a DK's task very quickly and get 2 points that way. But the sub 3-minute kill, the no running, and the versatile drainer, I think I can do very quickly. There also is the walk straight, pray true, which is 5 points. So I think within like 10 Muspa kills, I can get the elite tier done. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep for that. Yeah, I got the versatile drainer on the first kill. That one worked out well. Double dragon plate legs. Oh, I got a duplicate ancient icon on kill 10, and that was my walk straight, pray true. Gave me another 5 points. The last task I decided to do is Space is Tight, which basically just involves blocking the Muspa in on top of his spikes, so layer some down here. Oh, I forgot to swap. I was itching my back. How the spikes grow is they go beside all active spikes and whatever square you're standing on. So both these squares should get layered in. So that should be good enough, and the Muspa is ready to kill. Actually, I'm going to wait for one more for safety. Got a lot of extra space and supplies. Space is tight. I am done the elite tier of the combat achievements. Hell yeah. Let's go claim that from Gommel. We now have Gommel's Hilt 4, and we got another antique lamp here, which, like everything, I'm going to dump into Herblore. But let's look at the combat tasks. So I did 33 easy, 40 medium, 44 hard, 83 elite, 44 master, and 4 grandmaster. Basically, I replaced all these 3 tasks here that I didn't do with the 44 master and 4 grandmaster tasks, which is super nice because now I can just go ahead and get these elite rewards. And what are these elite rewards? Well, there's a lot of things. First off, like the clue scroll drop rate increase goes all the way up to elite. I really don't do elite tasks, so that's not very important. But there's a couple really actually good things here. First off, the ecumenical key drop rate is increased by 16%. If I go to Arma, that's going to be huge. Like, that's 16% faster ecumenical keys. And if I'm doing actually any kill count, it's only 30 KC instead of 40. That's going to be huge for Nex. That's going to be huge for Arma. That's going to be huge for Sarah. It's going to be huge for Zami. Like, I hate getting KC, so that's great. Then both the Bracelet of Slaughter and Expeditious bracelets have a 10% chance to fully recharge instead of breaking, essentially making them 10 times better, or 10% better if that's less Topaz Mind, plus I think it's Jade Mind. So that's great. And then the Pièce de Résistance, the thing that is the single best thing from the elite tier is superior Slayer creatures are 25% more common. That means they are now a 1 in 150 drop rate to get one per tab, or whenever you kill a monster that has a superior, instead of 1 in 200. So effectively, what this says is the imbued heart's drop rate has been increased by 25%. Now that that's out, I can go do some Slayer. So the blade is going to be my best melee weapon for almost every Slayer task, but these really annoying high defense tasks where you splash like 2/3 of the time, the Fang is definitely going to outperform. And if we look at the DPS calculations here, it shows off where the Fang, when Piety is not on, is 13.3% better. So essentially, I'm getting 13.3% more kills per hour. And I will take that. But 97 defense, getting closer and closer to max combat. Holy shit, that's a lot of experience for a level, but good thing we're slaying. There is a 96 Slayer, closer and closer to 99, and I'm one level away from 2200. Raider Demon Task looks like I'm going back to relearn Zammy. One thing when you're barraging the minions here, make sure that you target it to Sanson Karlak, because then you'll get the Slayer task bonus on both of them. The good news is I got the 20 kill trip. The bad news is I accidentally went into an Ironman instance, so it doesn't count for the combat achievement, but it gives me the confidence that I can go ahead and do this again. That was easy. I got the Demon Whisperer without even having to prey flick the minions. It's the combat task for taking no damage from the boss at all. Or any of the minions. And normally you would have to like prey flick all 3 minions and the boss, but with this method, because only the mage minion is hitting me and then the odd melee minion, I can get away with just waiting for good RNG. And there is the other Grandmaster task, the 20 kill trip. Easily obtained. That one I thought I could get. The perfect one was something I didn't really think I could get, but I just got a little bit lucky. I think it's probably like a 1 in 100 chance with my setup. Slayer task complete. The last drop is a Dragon Dagger ++. That's unfortunate that no task is, or no drop was gained, but I did get the 2 Grandmaster tasks done, so it's something. 'Twas bound to happen during this task. That is 98 defense and 2200 total. I'm pretty happy with that. Got one more defense level to go. That'll be 1.2 million experience. I think I'll get most of that from Slayer. Just like apart from when I'm ranging, when I'm slaying, the experience is going into defense. Like I'm long range casting with mage. There's another collection log slot, the Mud Battle Staff. I've gotten all the bad drops now, at least in terms of collection logs with the Circle and the Mud Battle Staff, so hopefully some rings soon. It took me long enough, but I got myself an Aviancy task, which means I get to learn how to do Arma. Oh my god. Kill count 4, I got an Armadillo hilt. No freaking way. Not the armadillo item I wanted, obviously like the worst of all of them, but holy crap. I'm getting like somewhat better at this. I did no food that last kill. Oh, that was kill count 6. Not 4, but yeah, I'm getting a little bit better, but I definitely need to work on some things here. I was not a big fan of the Tebow step under methods. I just really didn't like how inconsistent it was. I have like 30% accuracy, so 1 kill can be like 5 hits long, and then the next kill can legitimately be like 3 minutes long. Maybe once I have like Masori and stuff, I'll be a little more tankier, and that'll be nice, and obviously higher accuracy, more damage. But for now, I think it's best if I just end up doing the Black Chin method. I think it's just gonna lead to more kills per hour and put me in a better mental situation. Plus, I also need to get Hunter levels. All right, I'm out of chains. I'm gonna see if my Diamond Bolts can proc enough times here before I run out of food to get one last kill. I can definitely bring more chins next time. And get way more kills. And definitely, I can next bank. My kill count is up to 43 here.
And I only need to get 30 each trip to efficiently next bank, so with more chins, and a second time going at it, I think I'm gonna be great. I had to teleport out of that last kill, so I'm just gonna finish off the task at the Aviansies here with the little prayer Av left. But that was a good task. I'm happy that I learned how to do Arma, and I'm very happy I went for the chins. I think in the future I might not do red chins, or I might not do black chins. I might do red chins instead, just by virtue of the fact that I can then do it not in the wilderness, so it's very relaxing and I can bank up a lot of them. But for now, I think this is going to be a good stopping point for this episode. We got a lot done. We got the elite combat task. I've already made some progress towards master, though. I'm not going to worry about the master task till I'm like 150, 200 points away. That's when I'm going to be like, okay, I'm ready to go. And I think that'll come in once I get like stuff like Zuck. Like if I can start doing Zuck capes, that's a lot of points right there. Um, so it's definitely something in the cards, but well in the future. I'm excited for the next Arma task. I kind of got a handle on it there. The first 15 or so kills before this trip was like really struggling, but this final trip regave me the confidence. It's kind of happened with all the God Wars that I've done so far, where I fought around for the first 20 or so kills, and then it clicks, and then I can do the kills going forward. Looking forward to the next episode. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.